There, I'm meteorologist Chikage Windler. Are you staying up late watching the weather, waiting to see what's going to materialize? Well, if you are, I'll let you know. It looks like the start time's probably going to be 4 a.m.-ish, perhaps a little bit later in the Austin area. And it could continue until midday because that may be how long it takes before we warm above freezing. So here's what you need to know. 30% chance of icing, which is enough to be concerned about, which is a good thing that they have actually canceled a lot of schools and delayed others just in case. Temperatures will be in the 20s to low 30s until around lunchtime. Mainly freezing rain, could see a little bit of sleet and some snow mix in. So this winter weather advisory for the entire KEYE-TV viewing area from 6 a.m. until noon. Light icing possible, especially bridges and overpasses. And it does look as though even the road surfaces will be very cold, so it won't take much moisture to get everything to freeze on contact. Okay, so here's a look at the satellite radar, and things that I want to point out to you are, though the clouds are breaking up a little bit over central Texas, the disturbance that's actually going to be the trigger for our next chance of wintry weather, it's moving out of the mountains of Mexico, and it will be pushing from west to east overnight very quickly. At the same time, there's going to be a little bit of light moisture that's going to pull out of the Gulf of Mexico and stream northward, basically moving from San Antonio up toward Austin and then shunting itself off toward the east. So all of this coming together, and it might be a bad scenario in terms of perhaps coinciding with at least part of the morning rush. Temperatures as of 11 o'clock are running in the 20s and 30s area wide, everyone at or below freezing, so there's no question as to whether it will be cold enough. Future Track taking a gander at the evolution of this latest disturbance coming through. And I do want to caution you, Future Track is just one of the computer models that we use. This is the RPM computer model. So use the temperatures and use the precipitation as a guideline, but not necessarily the exact locations or the exact numbers. So Friday 3 a.m. we're still kind of waiting. 5 a.m. clouds are starting to thicken. We could start to see some patchy light freezing drizzle or some sleet pockets develop. Notice Future Track's not really showing a whole lot of anything. There you can see just west of San Antonio by around 8 a.m. trying to develop, but some of the other computer models are a little bit more robust in what they bring to the area. You will see though, as we head toward around midday, temperatures starting to warm above freezing. Those areas of rain showers you see here and there, hopefully it will be above freezing by the time they move in. That would be a good scenario for us. Ice potential. National Weather Service map earlier today with about a 50-50 chance of seeing some icing in the hill country, about a 20% chance in Austin, and very little chance out toward the eastern plains, including Giddings and LaGrange. I looked at a lot of computer models, and based on that, I've kept the potential at 50% in the hill country. I've upped the potential in Austin to 30%, and in the plains, I'm going with about a 20% chance. So that's the way things are shaping up. Overnight tonight down to 26 degrees. No record, but it certainly will be cold. North winds 5 to 10. Then your Friday planner, 30% chance of ice in the morning at 8 a.m. By noon, we are finally above the freezing point. So we're thawing out with a 30% chance of drizzle. Then we're drying out by 4 o'clock, but highs may only be in the upper 30s. So it does look like we're going to be dealing with at least one more day of the cold. What I do want to show you, though, is bear with me, that we have that potential of some icy conditions developing as we work our way through Friday morning. Once we thaw out on Friday evening, temperatures will get cold again by early Saturday, but they may stay above freezing. And then look what happens as I advance through time. Saturday morning, we're in the 30s. Saturday lunchtime, we're into the 60s, and we could get close to 70 degrees on Saturday afternoon. And I now think Sunday we might even be a little bit warmer than that, up to 70 ahead of a next cold front. Monday, Tuesday, we're down in the 50s with rain. I did reinsert the possibility of maybe some ice for late Tuesday night, early Wednesday. Temperatures down into the 30s. Certainly not set in stone, but something to keep an eye on as we work our way toward the middle part of next week. There you have it. Kind of sounds like I'm losing my voice. Maybe I should stop talking in this Chick's chat so I could conserve the voice. I really don't feel sick at all. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We will watch this evolve overnight and into the morning. Stay safe, stay warm, and as always, thanks for watching.